So, welcome to this channel's first official comic book review. I've been buying comics for many years and it's really hard to tell where to start. I've gone back as far, but not too far as possible. Just think, and let's kick it off with Doomsday Clock. Pretty interesting read. Revealing Rorschach. But if you've watched Watchmen, then you know that it's obviously not the original Rorschach. He's kind of atomized, and his his manual, pretty much led up to all what's probably going to happen in this with Dr. Manhattan and everything. Pretty much this new guy, gal, whoever it is, pretty much portraying how Rorschach is, with the mumbling and the indecipherable crap. But yeah, interesting. He needs help from two criminals for a job. Not exactly sure what the job is, but I'm sure that it will all come to fruition eventually. As I said, just basically this one is world building, pretty good world building, establishing what's happening in the Watchmen universe since Thingamajig. And next up is obviously Enter the Batcave, so filming to DC Universe. Wildstorm, Michael Cray, formerly Deathblow. I love comics that subvert the genre, and this is basically saying that some DC good guys in Wildstorm are actually bad guys, and is going to be tracking them down and stopping them. First two parts of this is Green Arrow that is tracking down Oliver Queen, who turns out is a psycho huntsman for sport, who tracks down vets, kills them on his island. Pretty interesting. He's got a new team behind him, a new government thingamajig that's going to help him. Issue 3 is coming up with The Flash. Let's see how that goes. From the Black Hammer universe. I will review Black Hammer later when I found all 13 issues. But this is a spin-off 4-part miniseries chronicling the bad guys of Black Hammer before the fall, before they got trapped in that universe, which I'll get into when I review Black Hammer issues 1 to 13, which will be later. Much later probably, who knows. But yeah, Sherlock Frankenstein was one of the biggest bad guys, and apparently he went with the heroes to that other universe, which might explain what's happening to the heroes in the other universe, but that will be explained later. So yeah, this 4-parter is chronicling all the various bad guys that the Black Hammer people had to, Black Hammer and his friends had to deal with. Pretty interesting. Mostly world building. Wolverine, The Orphans of X. So far I've only got 4 issues. It looks pretty good. Obviously people want to kill all the adamantium laced heroes. They blame them for making them orphans because they didn't really think about their actions or something like that. Well, that's their justification. It's basically fucking it's basically Batman's victim syndicate, but for X-Men basically. They trick her into believing that foster mum who treated her right was alive and well. It turns out that Dakin could tell that she was a phony, and ended up killing her. But issue 4 of this, I think, 6-parter is a real kicker, because it looks pretty much like in this it looks pretty much like yeah, it looks like they've killed Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth and Logan, if they're using bullets from the Muramoso blade that can kill people with adamantium. If they're not, then obviously they're still alive, but it pretty much looks like Lady Deathstrike, Old Man Wolverine and Sabretooth have just had their heads fucking blown off. Which, that would kind of put a crimp in the, comics, I think. DC Universe Annual, Justice League America. Pretty good team up between Lobo the Bastiche and Black Canary. They kind of bond a bit while trying to save dolphins. Lobo's idea, not hers. Weird, I know, but yeah, it works. It's a pretty good team up. Love it. Batman Annual. Tom King is writing some brilliant stuff for Batman. This is a start to end brilliant tale of Batman and Catwoman's love. From beginning to end, basically. And yeah, it don't miss a beat. It's pretty perfect annual for this time of year. The Flash, Black Hole Rising. This is Mina returning, a former lover of Flash, who we thought was dead, but is now working for Black Hole. He's had this negative Speed Force since his battle with the Reverse Flash in the future. She finds a way to take it off him and become the negative Flash. And no real resolution to the story. She takes off, I'm sure they'll come back to that later. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. Yeah. Flash, A Cold Day in Hell Part 1. And yes, somebody's being murdered in Iron Heights. And that somebody is... I don't know, I really should have, Turbine, yes. One of the old rogues, well, one of the old new rogues, Turbine, yep. And it's something to do with, the new, crime boss of the Flash's precinct, and that would be Captain Cold. A Cold Day in Hell, obviously. Detective Comics, Fall of the Batman. Yes, Tim Drake is back, but he's not quite right. And the Victim Syndicate is back, including Anarchy. Anarchy has joined the Victim Syndicate, and they're planning to well, take down Batman, basically, and the Bat People. They've got Clayface right in their hands at the end of the second part. We'll see where that goes. But excellent writing from Tynion. Action Comics Booster Shot. After the events of the last set of issues, Superman tries to go back in time to Krypton to try and find out if there's any veracity as if to if Jor-El's alive or not. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Batman Rules of Engagement. Following the war of jokes and riddles and the war Batman proposing to Catwoman, they go in search of Talia al Ghul to, I don't know, get her blessing. Interesting story. They're not supposed to be there. People don't want them to be there. There's a fallout between the former Robins. Talia al Ghul stabs Batman in the back, and then Selina ends up stabbing her in the back. The more things change, the more things stay the same, basically, as Damien says. Interesting three-parter. Then, Super Friends Part 1, Date Night. This is just a perfect issue. As I said, Tom King is batting it out of the park with this Batman at the moment. Both Batman and Superman being stubborn, not wanting to talk to each other, not wanting to talk about what they're doing. And eventually they bump into each other with Lois and Selina. Issue 2 should be decent. Justice League America, Surgical Strike. Yes. Prometheus is back. And this kind of mirrors the former previous Prometheus story. Pretty much every single beat, but there's differences. We got another bad guy involved in it. And at the end of it, it seems like the team is more fractured than ever. It seems like they're down to 4 without Batman. So it's like, how can the team survive? Only time will tell. Justice League, New Era. Batman fucks up and a nun dies. Yeah, not good. Justice League versus the people. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. They shouldn't have sent Aquaman with that team, but yeah. X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue. Mojo Worldwide, which kicks off with a pretty good first issue. Bloodstorm, who's only just joined, gets killed off. It's like, you bastards, you just fucking joined. But it turns out during the storyline that anybody who dies is not really dead. The long shot returns. Mojo gets stuck on our world, and Magneto's revealed to be alive to the rest of the world. So, yeah, that's nice. Pretty good storyline so far. Cross Time Caper. Yes. Something's wrong with time, and the X-Men Blue team have to try and sort it out. They end up in 2099, where they're not supposed to be. They fight things off, and then they finally end up in second issue, facing Generation X from the 90s, I think, probably. So that should be interesting for third issue. Save the best till last. X-Men Gold, and the storyline that will change everything. So let's say. An alien from previous issues. Ship comes to rescue him. He gets on it, but so does Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler, and they get kidnapped basically by accident. And the rest of the X-Men go after him. Not really much exposition between, but obviously they're found, and they're held captive by the alien bad guy. But this is where the kicker is, because Nightcrawler's trapped in a room and he doesn't know where he is, and if he teleports, he could be in serious trouble. But he don't want to be. He doesn't want to be tortured for information, so he finally decides that he's going to teleport out, even though he doesn't know where he is. And yeah, I think they've just killed Nightcrawler again. Well, that's been my comic review Whether you like it or not, I don't know. But there it is. More next week or week after, depending on when I get them. And disclaimer, I can only tell you about the comics I can buy. I can't buy that many, but there it is.